Hey guys, it's Sasha. I apologize profusely in advance for the language and direct nature of this video, but sometimes you just need to say things how you see them. News broke last night that Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are being sued for promoting EthereumMax by people who've lost a lot of money. And in case you're not aware what EthereumMax is, it's just one of the very many waste of space pump and dump schemes in the world of crypto that are designed to steal people's money. And the way it happens is exactly the same every time. You go and create a completely pointless piece of shit crypto token that serves no purpose, addresses no issue, and solves no problem. Be generous and give yourself a giant chunk of these tokens when you first create them so you can then sell them for a massive profit. Then go and create a little website where you say that this pathetic dog turd token that you have just created will change the world. It will become the world's reserve currency, solve world hunger, make literally every single person in the world a billionaire, maybe place some windmills in a random African country, make up whatever you feel like. And then you go and pay a load of dumbass influencers a bunch of money so that they go and promote your token for you, because the only reason anyone will buy your worthless piece of junk is if some famous but incredibly dumb person tells those people to do it. This is a model that just keeps on giving for these pathetic scammers who seem to be widely praised and accepted in the crypto community, which is peculiar because that generally isn't how any other industry operates. You don't have loan sharks illegally making poor people's lives a misery, headlining a major banking event. But in crypto, apparently anything goes. And the community in crypto seems to lap up these scams as a good thing. And these influencers are earning huge amounts of money for screwing over their own fans. If you're wondering how much money we're talking about, when EthereumMax was pumped by these lowlifes, there was about a month of daily trading volumes in the tens of millions of dollars. At the peak of the euphoria, over $100 million per day was being invested for 4 days straight. And it was the millions of fans who were buying it up. Kim Kardashian promoted the scam to 250 million of her followers on her Instagram page. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. actively promoted it in the run-up to his boxing event with Logan Paul. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. These are just a few of the particularly famous names. This is happening every single day all over social media, all over YouTube, everywhere. Here is Tyson Fury promoting Floki Inu on Twitter to his 2 million followers.
Hi there, Tyson Fury here. Trust me when I tell you that Floki is establishing massive partnerships all over the world. Wait until you see what Floki have in store next.
He clearly has absolutely no idea what the fuck it is that he is even promoting, because he's just reading from his notes and he doesn't even know what it's called.
Floki.
But hey, money talks. Who cares if a whole load of people who trust you and believe in you, who follow you, go and lose a bunch of their money? What a massive pile of garbage and a waste of a human. And here is what Floki Inu has done since all the influencers shamelessly promoted it just 2 months ago. It's down 80% and it continues to serve absolutely no purpose, has absolutely no reason to exist other than to enrich the people who made it. These scam communities are absolutely shameless and attract a large group of hardcore investors. Just go and check the comment section below to see exactly what I'm talking about. The creators of these pump and dump schemes have absolutely zero shame and will rub it in your face. Look, here is the EthereumMax website being proud of Tyson Fury promoting it, and here is the picture on the Floki Inu website of him doing the same thing. He is a partner, but of course the Twitter post that I just referenced makes absolutely no mention of him being paid to make it, which is illegal, by the way, in the UK and many other countries. But hey, the law doesn't apply to anything to do with crypto, right? But wait, who's this guy next to Tyson Fury? This is Slumdoge Millionaire, who became famous for apparently making a whole lot of money off Dogecoin. You might remember him because he is the same guy who is in that famous Graham Stephan video telling you that Floki Inu will increase in value by a factor of 10 in 6 months, and there is a very small likelihood that that definitely won't happen.
So now I want to know, what's your price target?
My price target, I feel like it can reach the 30 billion mark, which is where, you know, Shiba and Dogecoin is at within the next 6 months.
Yeah. So it's basically a 10x, we'll call it.
That's me being a little, conservative.
And if you're wondering exactly when that video came out, here is a useful chart that I made for you. And no, that video made absolutely no mention of the fact that this very strong endorsement was actually paid, despite Flocky Inu's website indicating the exact opposite. We seem to live in a weird world where get-rich-quick schemes are applauded and sensible long-term financial plans are ridiculed. We have this weird obsession with pathetic low-life influencers who will not blink an eye while promoting absolute garbage to their followers. The amount of money being paid to promote all of these scams is skyrocketing because the scams are making so much money that they can afford to pay more to the world's biggest influencers. They can afford those massive billboards, those ads on London buses. And it's a real shame because these influencers are complete and total scumbags. This despicable and vile behavior is happening right in front of our eyes every day. The authorities seem to be completely powerless and nobody wants to actually do anything about it. In the UK we have Tyson Fury promoting EthereumMax and Flocky Inu, Jake Paul shilling SafeMoon and Yummy Token. And what happened? Well, Charles Randall, the chair of the FCA, has issued a warning. He has said that people should be careful and launched a consultation a whole year ago that still has TBC as the end date. You can see a whole load of effort going on there. In his speech regarding EthereumMax, he said, "Of course, I can't say whether this particular token is a scam. I'll make it really easy for you, Charles. It's a giant, pathetic scam." There, I just said it. And the FCA is complicit in these scams, along with the SEC and every other regulator, because you are sitting around on your ass deliberating for years as to exactly which department should be tasked with regulating financial scams, stealing people's money. You are part of the problem. Seriously, what the actual fuck is wrong with these people? We have the biggest wave of pump and dump and Ponzi schemes in history. They are so accessible, they're on our phones, they're on our social media, and we have a bunch of scumbag influencers promoting them in exchange for money. And a lot of regular people, normal people, hardworking people are being very easily influenced by this and losing their shirts. Every argument these scammers make is a giant piece of shit. You are not going to get magically rich by buying a random made-up token. Every token in this brave new world of decentralized finance is run by a small team of people with absolute total control. These tokens are way more centralized than any modern banking system. SafeMoon recently decided to migrate to a version 2 of their particular scam so that they can scam even more people with a whole new token, with a whole new load of tokens they've given themselves and a whole new load of liquidity. And they then decided to make an announcement on Twitter giving people just a few hours notice that the transaction tax on the old version of the token is now 100%. So if you didn't happen to be on Twitter that day and decided to go and send your precious SafeMoon to a different wallet, maybe to an exchange, you would lose the entire amount of the money you invested to these scammers because they went and changed the rules. Amazing decentralization where someone can just change the code of the token at any point and block your wallet from transacting or even move all the tokens out of your wallet to their own if they simply feel like it. Distributed ledgers are not distributed. The creators of Ethereum, Binance, and other smart chains are in complete control. Free and instant crypto transactions are completely not free and take longer than a regular bank transaction in the UK. In fact, most crypto transactions are actually quite expensive, while every single bank transaction I make in the UK is completely free. New, amazing inflationary currencies lose 80% of their value in a few months. And the crypto community praises and endorses all of this. This is somehow a good thing. I really hope that 2022 is going to be a year of change. We need prison sentences for people who prey on the vulnerable. We need massive fines for people selling and promoting unregulated investments with a 100% or pretty much 100% chance of failure. And if you're about to write a comment saying that I don't get it, and that crypto should not be regulated, and that regulation is bad, and I am some kind of old dinosaur, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem where people put money they don't have into these scams and then lose it. You are part of the problem where people in financial desperation will cling to this magical nonsense hope of striking luck because some dipshit on YouTube told them it's the next best thing. And if you're one of these influencers, I suggest you take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror. Will you do absolutely anything for money no matter how low it is? Is your head so far up your own ass that you will defend the indefensible instead of just smacking yourself hard, getting you out of this weird mindset and stopping this and doing the right thing? I really hope that 2022 is going to be a year of change, but I have this unfortunate feeling that leopards don't change their spots, and we're just going to see more of these mindless idiots scamming people instead.